check this out. All of us came from a lot of backgrounds, right? Some of our parents was pastors, deacons, deaconesses. But one thing for sure, that if you look at this sign, slavery, that's what we learned through slavery.
Right.
We didn't get that when we came over here. When we came over here, guess what? We was husband and wife. The man led the house. Because guess what? If you don't have a clear leader in the house, it's going to cause confusion. And that's one thing God don't deal with. Give me that 1 Corinthians 14:33. God don't deal with confusion, because when confusion happens, guess what happens? Now you got homosexuality. Now you got bestiality. Now you got man going into man, woman going into woman. Then you got what? We eating defiled foods. We eat.
That was happening way before I was born.
Say that again, sis?
That was even in the Bible. That was happening way before I was born.
That's right. It was happening way before any of us was born. I'm 35. It was happening way before I was born. He 49. He 50. It was happening way before you. But guess what? It's a tradition that was passed down from grandma, from granddaddy to grandma to granddaddy. But we got to break the cycle. That's what the soldier was telling you. We got to break the cycle. And because you the first one, it starts with you. You can't just let it go. You got to make moves on it. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion.
What God is it?
For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
So God is a man of peace, but he's for war too. So if we don't abide by what's in this Bible, guess what? He making war with us. This is making war with us. That's judgment. So right now we trying to come from under the judgment and keep God's laws again. What we trying to tell you is we came from the same lifestyle. Drug dealing, hopping from one woman to another. We eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Our women, I'm married, my woman wearing pants in the world, but she wearing dresses now. But it can change, but you can't do it by yourself. That's what he's trying to say. You can't do it by yourself. Read.
Verse 34. Let your women keep
I don't want that. Now, sis, you know you're an Israelite, right? So what do you have to do as an Israelite?
Keep His commandments.
You gotta keep the commandments. So what are one of the commandments for women? Because men got commandments specifically for us. Give me a commandment specifically for a man. Give me Leviticus 21:5. I just want to show you this. Leviticus 21:5. Everybody has specific commandments for their different gender, but all the Israelites have commandments for the whole nation. Read.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So what that saying is,
Have my hair.
you ain't supposed to bald your head. You know Tyrese bald his head, Michael Jordan bald his head, Kurt Franklin bald his head. We ain't supposed to do that. That's the Egyptian custom. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So you see, like my beard, it grow how it grow. He got a full face of hair, full face of hair. His beard like mine. We can't grow, but whatever we got, we grow, let it grow, right? That's called making a sacrifice for our traditions. We keeping God's laws. That's what we trying to make the effort to do. Now I'm going to show you a commandment, sis, for specifically for the women. I'm going to show you a specific commandment for the women. Because guess what? If we start shaving our beards today, guess what can happen? You know them little keloids, them big bump, swell up on your face. That's judgment from God. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
And this a commandment for man and woman. I know you cold, sis. Read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So it gave it a distinction. It says man can't wear what women wear, and women can't wear what men wear. So what does that mean? I think I heard you say it earlier.
We can't wear pants.
Right. So guess what? If you had a dress to go on top of the pants that you got on, you'll be a little bit more warm because you'll have an extra layer of clothing too.
Right.
So sis, and also, just think about this. I have never seen a rape case where a woman was wearing a dress and tights. Have you? Most of the time they're wearing pants. Because what are they doing?
Going against God's rules.
Come a little closer, sis. Whisper, come on. I know you be talking loud in the crowd. You got kids too.
Going against God's rules.
That's true. But they enticing men when they say sexy. What's the key word for sexy? They drawing them in for what?
Yeah.
Sex. When you dress sexy, that means you're drawing somebody, alluring somebody in for sex. So when our sisters dress out of the dress code, which is, read it again.
Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So guess what? If I was wearing a dress right now, can you take me serious? No, you can't. So it's the vice versa. We trying to get our people back out of sin. We trying to win. Right now, we at the bottom right now. This whole planet, if you look around, trees, everything, it's supposed to be ours. You understand that, sis?
Yeah.
You ever heard that this planet is supposed to be our planet and nobody else's?
Yeah.
If you think about that, the whole planet, you got Australia, you got China, you got Japan, you got Europe, you got Africa. All of that's supposed to be ours. But God ain't finna give it to us if we out of order, because he ain't about confusion. Right now, we in the midst of confusion. You got brothers down rocking purses, wearing dresses and stuff. You seen on Instagram, Dwayne Wade's son, right? Kobe Bryant just had a little memorial, you know what I'm saying? But the man let his son turn a jersey into a dress. You see the confusion in that, sis? So God said no cross-dressing, because there's going to be judgment for that. Give me that Zephaniah 1 and 8. I just want you to understand that it's very important for us to try to keep God's laws. We might be starting from the bottom, we might be by ourselves, soldiering by ourselves, but there is a lifeline. We're giving you a lifeline right now. We got a school that you can actually come to. It's other women there. It's single women there. It's single women with kids there. It's older women there. It's married women there. We got kids running. We got plenty of kids running around there.
I work 6 days a week.
You got 6 days to work, but it don't matter. Since you get out of work, come to the school.
When I get 10 for you, I work either 12 to 10 or 2 to 10.
That's fine. Guess what? On the Sabbath day, we still in there to about 4 o'clock sometimes in the morning, Sunday. It don't matter. You get there, you come on to the school, because guess what? The sister, it's hey, you got a flyer? Y'all gave her a flyer? Give her a flyer. So on the back of the flyer, it's the address and the phone number. Call the number. Come to the school today.
Okay, today I gotta go to work. I'm gonna actually get ready to go when I leave too.
Okay,
I
but
just stopped to listen.
I'm gonna leave you with this little part right there. Yeah. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children.
So God said, in this day in the future, I'm going to punish my people. Read.
And all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
So he said, anybody that's cross-dressing, dressing out of the dress code, you're going to get punished. What's dressing out of the dress code, sis, for the Israelites?
Men dressing like women, women dressing like men.
Right, so as a people, we got to change, right?
Right.
So you got to make haste, sis. The scripture said make haste to keep the commandments. So when you get home today, you got dresses in the closet. You ain't got no dresses.
I like pants. I don't like
So those pants that you like, go to the Goodwill, the thrift stores, or wherever. You can get a dress, a good-looking dress. Throw a dress over them pants. That's what God commanded. Give me before you go, Acts 5 and 29. How you doing, my sister? Right now, we going over a dress code. You know your nationality? What's your nationality, sis? You black? What country can I go to that's your nationality? You see that? Black, when your nationality means that you have a place that you can call yours. You just saying that you black. There's plenty of black folks on the planet. The Chinese people is black. The Arab people is black. The Africans is black. We not Africans. But check this out, sis. I'm gonna show you something. Let me show you this real quick. I got you, sis. Read.
Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
So you hear this, sis? We gotta obey God. We can't go off how we feel. My sister, hey, you do? Hey, come back real quick. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. So sis, we gotta listen to what God said. I know you say you like them pants, but did God say we supposed to cross-dress like that? He said, no. So sis, it's for our people's salvation. Hey, come on up here, sis. I can't hear you. Sis, listen, sis. The change got to come with you. Small changes equal big changes in your life. Take small steps, you're going to make big steps, leaps and bounds. So call that number, sis. We got videos on YouTube. Check the videos out. Okay, take it. All right. Hey, my sister, come here real quick. Hey, so the sister, she coming. She out of there. See, this is what I'm talking about. Our people don't want to hear what God said. Give me Ezekiel 3 and 4. Ezekiel 3 and 4. Ezekiel 2 and 4. Because guess what? They happy to hear Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But when you find out you got to keep them laws, then your face drop. Read that.
Ezekiel 2, verse 4. For they are imputed children.
Jump to verse 2.
Verse 2. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. Verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel.
So, hey, guess what? We sent out to the children of Israel today. We ain't sitting out here to the white man, the Chinese man, the Arab man. We out here for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
To a rebellious nation.
To who?
To a rebellious nation.
We already know our people only want to hear Jesus. Jesus gonna bless me. He gonna give me a sign. He gonna bless me. But the minute a commandment come out, we scattering. Read.
That has rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day.
So even to this day, Israel it's always gonna be a remedy of Israel that's gonna rebel against the Bible, that don't want to keep the commandments, that want to celebrate Valentine's Day, that want to celebrate the 1st of January, that want to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. God already knows some of these people got to be put to death.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.
Let's electrify. I'm in my zone, we just super fly. Apple of the eye, going